Hey, what's up guys, Ninja Assassin here, and today I'll be doing my first ever tutorial for this channel. And today I'll be showing you how to do depth of field in Adobe Photoshop CS4. I'm sure this will work for CS5 as well. This is what we're going to be making, depth of field on these rocks. This is what I'm going to be doing today, but you guys can do your own ones. It's basically where objects that are closer to the camera are blurred, and there's this depth of field where this is closer. So let's get started. First, get your picture. This is the one I've got. Click on the mask tool, and you want to mask out the first object that you're going to blur, the object that's closest to the camera. I'm doing this really rough, guys. But when you do yours, make yours a lot more accurate so it will look better. And when you finish, you want to right click, make selection, and you want the feather radius to either be around 2 or 3. I prefer 2, or you could just have at 1, doesn't really matter, but I prefer 2. So click OK and go filter, where is it, blur and Gaussian blur. And for the object that's closest to the camera, you would want to have a radius of about 3 or 4. Depends on how many layers you're doing. So for example, if you're doing 3 layers, the closest object you would want to have at 3 radius. But if you're doing 4, you would have 4 radius, and so on and so on. Click OK and press Ctrl D to deselect, or you could, oh, where is it? Oh, sorry, just press Ctrl D to deselect. Yeah. Then you want to get started on your second layer that you're doing. So for me, it's going to be this rock. The more rocks you do, the more the better it would basically look. It would look like there's more depth of field. And yeah, so do your second one. It's basically the same procedure. Feather radius 2. Filter, but blur, Gaussian blur. For the second one, I'm going to do 2. So each layer you do, you go down by 1. Control D. Then I'll do this set of rock. Just mask around the rocks. And then when you get to this part, just try and go around the other layers that you've masked out. Doesn't matter if you overlap them, but don't want to go like all the way here, you know. Same thing, make selection, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Then I'll do 1 because it's the last layer I'll be doing. And that's that. Pretty basic. You can do this on any images like buildings or whatever you want. And in this example, you see I've got this color correction on, and it's pretty basic. Just go click on this button, curves, and what would you want? Go blue, drag this up here on the first line, and drag this one onto the first line as well, and you already get this greeny kind of ish look. Then go green, just put it down a tiny bit, and it would make it a bit darker. Go red and bring it halfway between this line and this line and the bottom line, and do the same thing for this one. Then go RGB, and the lower you put it, the darker it will be, the higher, the lighter it would be, the brighter. And I suggest somewhere around here, and this is pretty good right now. And so that's the basic of this tutorial. You just mask out the object, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you've got any suggestions, please leave in the comment box. If this helps you out, please like the video and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and see you on the next tutorial.